is a makeover in our mudroom. Now, it is not 100% finished, but it is definitely 100% better than what we started with. I'm excited to share with you the steps. This took us about 5 days. Yeah, so let's get started. So to get things started, I'm just going to clear everything out of the mudroom. On this first day, we're just moving the dryer from behind the back door to the other side of the room next to the chimney, which is really where I want it, so that we're able to get a washing machine and put them side by side. Or if we really have to, we'll get a stackable set. But the goal is to have them next to the chimney in that little cubby hole, so that it's more convenient. And it wasn't a big project. We really just needed to cut a hole in the wall for the dryer vent and move the outlet plug for the dryer, and that was simple enough. So yeah, that's what we're doing here.
I know you're all about the good vibes. Do you know how much I love you? Wanna see you smile. Where's that happy girl that I know with a heart on fire? I'll do anything to make it fine, but I can tell that you have something on your mind right now. But I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax. All your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes. I know you're all about the good vibes. We are all about the good vibes. We are all about the good times. Dancing till it feels alright, all night. We're all about the good vibes, all about the good vibes. I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax. All your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes. I know you're all about the good vibes.
So here we have day 2, and we got everything put back in the mudroom. We got the dryer where it needs to be, and this is just the current state. The chimney has a lot of staining. These are old stains. The roof has been fixed this past year, so that's all old staining that doesn't come off when I wash it. So I'm just showing you all the spots that I'm going to be using the caulking on to fill in gaps so that there's a nice smooth application, because I was getting some paint later this day, so I would be able to paint the room.
A million people in the crowd, but I only see your face in all the lights. And as the bass keep pounding on me, baby, I really wanna make you mine. I don't really care about love. I don't really care about happy ever afters. Something about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah. When the sun goes down and the night sky's falling, do you believe in one-time lovers? 'Cause deep inside of my wildest dreams, you'll be by my side. When the sun goes
So here we have my super fancy painting outfit. Yeah, so this is the morning that I was going to be painting, so again, I had to drag everything back out. This is the second time I've done it, and I do it once more when we get the floor later on in the video. But yeah, I'm going to clean everything out, and then I'm going to get all my painting supplies ready and start working on the ceiling and then the trim work and then working on the walls. The little handprint was from my son who was outside the night before, and I didn't see it until this morning. Dirty little sandbox hand. Yeah, I love doing home projects. I love like buying furniture that needs to be built so that we can build it. I love working on things with my hands. It's definitely something that I like to do. I like to put the work into it so that you can be that much more proud of it at the end. So that years down the road we can say that we put our blood, sweat, and tears into fixing up our own home into what we wanted it to be. So yeah, I really enjoy fixing things around the house and doing little DIYs and odds and ends and things like that. Do you guys do home projects, or do you rather hire people to come and do it? There's things where we have to hire people, like for the windows. I'm not about to take on installing.
Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you.
I could not believe the difference in color from the new ceiling paint to what was up there. It's not like we're smokers. The people before us weren't smokers. And every ceiling in the house looks like this. Like it's just like dark. It's not like dirty. It's not like covered in anything. It's not like the popcorn ceiling. It's just really just old, I guess. But this is a stain, a little bit of trouble covering. I did about 4 coats of paint over it and it still came through. So we ended up getting a special ceiling paint primer that is intended to cover water stains and things like that. Here, my 3-year-old has helped clean up the mess by laying out paper towel for us. Very sweet. Up next, let's find out what kind of paint we finally picked. Super excited. So this is the gray paint that we ended up getting. I walked into the Ace Hardware in town looking for some tools to move the dryer, and when I walked in there I saw that Joanna Gaines had her own paint. Did anybody else know that? I didn't know that. And she's the whole reason that I considered getting gray to do our walls, because every time we watch Fixer Upper I'm like, it always looks so fresh and so clean. I know that had a lot to do with like the furniture and stuff, but I was really liking the way that the gray looked. So I would always try to find the right gray, and I have so many swatches around the house. And I walked in and I went directly over to the grays in her little section that she has set up there. And the color that we picked is called Earl Grey. I like the way the eggshell looked. I feel like with all the samples we got satin, and it was just way too shiny. We noticed while we were looking at them throughout the days as they were up on our wall. So we got Earl Grey and eggshell, and then we got, it's just a white for the trim, and that's satin, so it's a little bit glossy, but not super glossy. But yeah, have you ever tried this paint? I'm super excited. I know Kills is a good brand, but I'm very, very excited to get this paint up on the wall. And so is little Toter Bear over here. So let's get started and see how this goes.
I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said, oh, nice things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. I used to think I had plenty of dreams and light in my life. Still my glass was half empty, but you came along and showed me how to love without limits, to have a good time. My glass was always half empty, but now you're in my life. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. Even after all of these years, you still look at me with the same love. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. You could never wear me out. We have come all this way, love, so I don't see us stopping now. My life's an adventure.
Alright, everybody. So the trim is dry. I just got back in the house. Took the kids outside to play for a little bit, and now they're getting ready for lunch. So while that's cooking, I'm gonna get ready for my prized possession.
We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. Even after all of these years, you still look at me with the same love. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. You could never wear me out. Far away from the city lights. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. Even after all of these years, you still look at me with the same love. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. You could never wear me out.
So as you can probably tell by now, I did not use painter's tape. I find it to be extremely tedious, and sometimes when you're using it on fresh paint, it ends up taking it right off and making a horrible disaster. So I skipped that step and I just used my paintbrush, and I'm not being super careful to get really clean lines up at the top where the ceiling meets the wall, because we're going to be getting molding that will cover that. So I'm not concerned about that at all. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't get any gray paint on the ceiling. And then I just go around all the doorways and the windows so that I can just hit all the big spaces with the roller. Do you guys use painter's tape? Am I just living on the edge?
I get so caught up in the middle, thinking of drowning in those blue eyes. I'm losing sight 'cause I am falling. I'm so deep down, and it's not a lie that I die. I can't hide what this is. Yeah, I keep drowning in those blue eyes, and you can tell me how I feel like.
These little guys love to be my painting helpers and they love to be involved, and I just think it's really great because then when we're finished they can say that they helped put this room together and they helped build it. So I don't mind at all that they're getting gray on the white because it was easily painted over as I was going around doing touch-ups. It wasn't a big deal, and they had so much fun hanging out with me and putting their own effort into the work. So it was just a lot of fun having them help. And how cute are they? They're the best little painters.
Yeah, I can carry all that you've got. 2 heavy hearts is not a lot. I will put out all of the fire. We stumble and fall. And it's not a lie that I die. I can't hide what this is. Yeah, I keep drowning in those blue eyes, and you can tell me all of your lies. I will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark. I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I am running for you.
So here's the room all painted up. Some of the edges are darker, of course, because they were painted first and they dried first, but that is the true color of the paint. It came out so good. I couldn't have been happier. I'm glad that I went through so many swatches and so many samples just to find the perfect color for this room. There's a few little things that I do need to touch up, but now I'm going to take a step into the horrendous kitchen that has just everything in it. And so I need to put all this back. At this point, I did not know that I was getting new flooring for Mother's Day, so I put everything back only to find out that 2 days later I would be getting to pull everything right back out again, which was totally fine because I'm so excited about the floor. So I'm just filling in the hinges that made the holes here. I don't know what the heck they're called. I don't want to call them hinge holes, but you know what I'm talking about. Where the glass door was previously, and we removed it, so now I'm just patching up the holes so I can sand them down and paint them, and then you'll never know they were there. Okay, so today is day 2 of the mudroom, and all I need to do is the heater, and I need to clean it and then paint it, and I need to paint behind it. Everything else, I already did the wood filler on the doorway. So as soon as that's dry, I will paint it, and I will sand it and then paint it, and then I just need to do the heater. There's just a ton of, I mean, it's dirty anyway, but there's like a ton of dust that gets stuck in these little spots down here, and you can't paint it if it's dirty. Not only will the paintbrush get covered in dust and dirt and all that, but then you have a really sloppy job and the paint won't stick. So, yeah. And if you notice, there's a no hutch in here. It's gone. And we're already talking about going to pick up some linoleum this weekend. Well, one of us is because we're not bringing the kids anywhere, but so all of this brown will be covered up, and we're not sure when we're going to be doing the wall, but hopefully soon, so I don't have to keep staring at it. But yeah, so let's get started. Do any of you also have these radiators? Because I can tell you, I love how they look. I think it adds a nice little bit of character to our home. But they are honestly such a pain in the butt to clean, to keep clean. They're a pain when the kids are playing and like the dog is playing and you have to make sure nobody bumps into it, because if it gets like jostled too hard, the pipe will break that's attached to the floor, and we have water leaking, which happened when we had our carpet installed a couple years ago, which was such a problem. But does anybody else have these, or is it like super old school? Does everybody have like central heat? I don't even know what the other options are if you don't have these. It's never anything we consider because, like I said, I like how they look. They heat the home well. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just kind of a pain to keep clean. That's all.
Stay with me until tomorrow. Could you be the one to kill my sorrows? Maybe one night you can play the hero, even if I know it's only for show. You're no good for me, we're so bittersweet, but I still want you, I do. Baby, can't you see what you do to me?
Take a good look, y'all. This is the last time you will be seeing my mudroom with this heinous flooring. I'm so excited. Today is Mother's Day. Happy post-Mother's Day to everybody. So yeah, we're going to be getting this flooring installed. We got it outside because it was such a big piece. We had
Nope,
nowhere
not
else
over
to
there.
put it.
On this side, member.
We're going to be cutting it and then putting it inside. It is the, it's vinyl. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's not linoleum, it's vinyl, and it's like a little bit cushiony. So when you walk on it, it feels nice. And it's totally something temporary for the next year or so until we are able to finish up the outside of the house and then get new flooring inside. So we needed something to cover this floor up, and I love the floor that John picked out, and I think it looks amazing, and I had a lot of fun installing it. So let's get on that.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. But there's something about you I like, about you I like. You're crazy for saying I should slow down, but maybe I'm escaping the love we found. There's something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better.
So here it is. As you can see, our home is not perfectly straight on every wall. So we need to make a few adjustments, but that's super easy, and I can show you how I did that. And then John is just out getting the molding to put around the edges. And I'm just going to get this floor ready to go for when he gets back. I just love how it looks with the wall color, and it makes the whole room just feel different, and I love that.
If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us, gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better, yeah. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us, gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better.
You think I'm crazy, but I know I am. You're losing your patience, I already have. Don't try to change me, I'm just the way I am. Don't try to save me, cause I can't be saved. I keep falling under all this pressure, falling under ever since I met you. Baby, I'm not good, but you know better, better. I got all these voices on repeat, singing me to sleep. Better off waking me close, keep calling each other. You might think I'm slipping in too deep. This is what I need. Better off waking me close, keep calling each other friends. Calling each other friends. Don't try to please me, not sure that you can. Don't get me started, babe, cause this is the end. I keep falling under all this pressure, falling under ever since I met you. Baby, I'm not good, but you know better, better. I got all these voices on repeat, singing me to sleep. Better off waking me close, keep calling each other. You might think I'm slipping in too deep. This is what I need. Better off waking me close, keep calling each other friends. Calling us friends, calling us friends, calling us friends. Calling us friends, calling us friends. Oh baby, calling us friends, calling us friends, calling us friends. Calling us friends, calling us friends. I'm by myself but never alone. I got my friends when I'm on my own. Calling us friends, calling us friends, calling us friends. I'm by myself but never alone. I got my friends when I'm on my own. Calling us friends, calling us friends, calling us friends. I got all these voices on repeat, singing me to sleep.
So to fill in these little gaps, I wanted to make sure I wasn't just throwing down any piece of the flooring. I went outside and I cut further on the mat the exact piece that should have been there when we had cut it originally, so that it'll all match. Now if you look super hard, you can see that there's a line there. I need to wipe up the marker that we use to mark our lines, but otherwise once the molding goes on and then the dryer goes back, and you can't even tell that it was replaced at all.
Friends, calling us friends.
I saw the city passing by my window. Was in the crowd, but I felt so alone. Looked at my phone like every other second. My future was blurry and numb, a tunnel where there's no light. Oh, but then you came and sat right next to me.
Alright, so I just finished trimming up the edges like here so that fits smoothly. I went around the heater and did that. I'm pretty proud of that job because I thought it was going to be super difficult, and it ended up nailing it. Same with this spot. Like if you look super hard, you can see where I replaced these pieces, but once I glue it down and then the molding goes on, hopefully it's not super noticeable. But you know.
You're making me wholehearted. We jumped off the subway leading nowhere. Your warm hands rubbed off the cold around me. I heard you say that everything is alright, but how did you know how I felt? You saw right through me that day. I was lost in space, but you pulled me down and wiped away those cloudy thoughts. I could see the sky when you...
I would just like to mention that normally I am very proud of a job well done. However, here I had never worked with floor glue before and I definitely used too much. So if you're doing a project similar to this, less is more, you guys. Less is more.
Together it's always better. I don't want to be parted. You're making me wholehearted. You're making me wholehearted. I will always remember it. How you turned everything around. I will always remember it. How you got me off the battleground.
What do you guys think? I am so happy. Sometimes I come down in the morning and I just sit on that bench just to stare at all the goodies. So thank you so much if you guys made it this far for watching this video with me. I hope that if you're doing a project similar, this helped you out in some way. I am by no means a professional, but I do really enjoy a good home DIY project. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and like to continue to get updates on future videos and when we start to redecorate this room. I hope you stay tuned.